Fight Club 25. We in here, man. Louis King Kong Ortiz, man. He's calling dudes out, man. He's calling out Deontay Wilder, and he's calling out Anthony Joshua, man. Let me get to Deontay Wilder first. He says that Deontay Wilder talks too much ish. He talks way too much ish, and that he's talked about Louis Ortiz on several different occasions, man. So he's like, let's just take it to the ring and get it popping. That's basically what Louis Ortiz is saying in a nutshell, man. Let's stop talking and make it happen. And I think that Wilder definitely needs to take him up on his offer. A big fight like that, man. Man, Louis Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder. It's so many names. You can in the heavyweight division, man. You can switch the names around. Louis Ortiz versus Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker. I mean, like, you could go on and on and on, man. Like, that's how on fire the heavyweight division is right now. I'm loving it. And it's a funny thing, man. It's a funny thing because us as boxing fans, we can be so fickle, man. Really, like, for years, not even like right now, presently, we complain all the time about there not being a unified champ in the divisions, in different divisions. We want questions answered. Who is the best? Who is the best of the best? You dig? And in the heavyweight division, we had that. Klitschko was beating everybody. He reigned for a long time, man. But now that Klitschko has been defeated and the belts are up for grabs, man, and we have Parker versus Ruiz fighting for the WBO title, and Joshua doing what he's doing, and Wilder, and we got different names in the mix. It's like all the excitement has come back, man. So it's funny, man. It's like, do we want a unified champ, or do we want 4 different title holders in the division duking it out? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just funny, man, how fickle we are. But not to get too off topic, Louis Ortiz he also called Anthony Joshua out. And I want to quote him directly. Like, in this particular quote, he's talking about Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. And he says this: obviously, they are great fighters because they are world champions, and those are not really handed out. But they can't continue to keep calling themselves world champions if they are not willing to fight the opponents that people want them to fight. That is a direct quote from Louis Ortiz, putting Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua on blast. Now, who do I think would win between Louis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder, man? I don't know, man. That's a pick'em fight. It's a 50-50 fight. A lot of people probably think that Louis Ortiz will put Deontay Wilder to sleep. A lot of people don't think Deontay Wilder is that technical of a fighter, man. They think that he is limited in his skill set. I don't agree with any of that. I think that Deontay Wilder's been kind of fighting down to the level of his competition somewhat. He hasn't had the need to pull out all of the tools in his arsenal against the level of competition that he's been facing. His trainer, Mark Breland, man, like, just look at who his trainer is, man. You can't tell me that Deontay Wilder doesn't have more in his arsenal, man. And to go along with that power, like, man, like, I don't see anybody really beating Deontay Wilder, man. But him and Louis Ortiz will be interesting. I would not count Louis Ortiz out. If Louis Ortiz fights Anthony Joshua, I lean towards Louis Ortiz. I'm not gonna lie. But even in that one, man, it's a 50-50 fight because Anthony Joshua has youth on his side, and he's a very, very strong guy, man. So it's so many fights that could be made in the heavyweight division with these guys. Now it's time for them to start fighting each other, man. Us fans must start calling for this. I'm glad that Louis Ortiz, he got the Eddie Hearn machine behind him, whether you like it or not. Eddie Hearn is making power moves, and Louis Ortiz is calling these dudes out, man. Anthony Joshua, that's your stable mate, but you ain't safe either, man. Just because y'all both under Matchroom, he calling you out too, man. So hopefully, man, we'll see in 2017, we'll see one or two of these big fights that we want to see and get some of these questions answered, man. That's my update. Luis Ortiz putting the heavyweight division on blast. You dig? Fight Club 25. Subscribe.